everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire and today we are going to be reorganizing my bookshelves. Basically, I have a lot of books that have no home, and this is just like half of them. A lot of them are over there. So to start, I'm going to explain my current situation. So currently I have a TBR cart that is just a disaster. It's a mess, it's not organized, it's all over the place. And then I have a bookshelf that I share with my husband. It is a black bookshelf, and the way that our office is laid out is like we split the room in half, so he gets one half and I get the other. But I have bought a lot of books since we originally like designed and decorated the office. So my goal is to obviously keep that bookshelf in its place and go ahead and organize that one, including his books in it, but then I want my own bookshelf over here. So I have this little 3-shelf one that we got back before I had as many books as I do. Originally, all of our books fit on this one bookshelf, but now that I've become a more avid reader, we just have so many books that don't fit. So I went and bought a 5-shelf bookshelf from Target today. It's so heavy, I couldn't get it up the stairs. I live multiple floors up and there's no elevator. So a neighbor was kind enough to help me. Thank you so much. I don't even know your name, but you were awesome. Thank you. He saw me struggling in the parking lot and he was like, "Do you need help?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is, you know, 50 something pounds and it's just really awkward." And he just picked it up with one hand and carried it up. So anyway, we're gonna build this bookshelf today, and I think what we're gonna do with this one is I'm gonna put it in this closet over here and use it just for like additional storage. But I really want my own like full-size bookshelf. Also, the goal is to decorate the bookshelves and make them look cute. I am starting this video at 9 p.m. and honestly, I did not plan to do that. I wanted to start it earlier, but I could not figure out what I wanted to do. And so I just sat down and watched like a plethora of bookshelf redecorating videos to kind of get inspiration and figure out like what I'm supposed to be doing. I look kind of a mess in today's video, but we're probably gonna be sweating. We're probably gonna be putting the work in. So ignore that. Anyways, our first step is obviously we need to build this bookshelf. So let's get started. Also, the lighting in this video might be kind of weird. I just have a ring light, and in this room, like even if I filmed at 1 p.m., the sunlight does not like get in this room very well because of the way that it's designed. So just bear with me because this video has to take place in this room anyway. So this is unfortunately going to be the lighting situation. Do you guys see that? I just ripped the wall. These are not supposed to do that, okay? Okay guys, so here's where we're at. I've built the shelf. It was interesting. So none of my pieces came with like the little letters that are supposed to be on them. So the directions made no sense. A normal person would have taken it back to the store and been like, "Hey, I can't put this together." But I cannot carry this downstairs, so it is what it is. Alright guys, so the lighting is terrible, I'm so sorry, but the shelf is built. I took a little bit of a break so that I could eat. It's like 10:30 at night right now. This is the current situation. I took this off of the wall, obviously, but we have all these books. We have the new blank bookshelf, don't look in the closet. And then we have this TBR cart. These are all books I have not read yet. And then we have all of these. And this is like the initial bookshelf. I have not showed you guys this yet, but this is what it looks like the before. It is very cluttered. Now, there are a lot of books missing. It was fuller like 2 days ago, but I did a lot of filming yesterday, and so I took a lot of the books off. It was like wrap-ups and stuff, things that I had already read. So all the ones on this shelf I have already read. So we are about to go ahead. I think I'm gonna just pull everything off of the shelves and just start piling them and organizing them, because the way that I want to do it is by genre. However, because we have this bookshelf with a lot of Logan's books on it, and so I definitely want to keep all of his books at least on this shelf, and maybe give him like his own shelves, and then do the other ones are just my books, because I have a lot more books. But I think the first step is to take everything and go ahead and organize it by genre. So we're gonna do that. So this is where we're at. I have everything like organized out. I had to switch cameras because my like G7X died, and I only have one battery for that one, yet for this one I have 4. So anyway, here's the sitch. So I have like a lot of fantasy over here. This is like my miscellaneous authors, and then I have like Kristen Hanna, duologies. Then it goes into romance, and then after that we have a little bit more fantasy over here and just like mystery and stuff over here. And then my Sarah J Maas stuff is on its own. But now I organized all of Logan's stuff into 2 shelves. So I have 3 here, and then I have my 5 over here. And so I kind of want to consider like, what do I want in the background of my videos book-wise? So I think that's kind of going to be like my mental thought process while I'm organizing. Guys, we're back. It is another day, and my bookshelf itself it's looking pretty good, but I wanted to show you guys all the books that I decided to unhaul and the ones that I'm getting rid of and why I'm getting rid of them. So the first book is Verity by Colleen Hoover. Now, if you know me, I don't like Colleen Hoover. The only book I read by her was It Ends With Us, and I have no other Colleen Hoover books. I got rid of all of the ones that I did have on my TBR because I just genuinely didn't like it that much. But I was going to read Verity because I have heard good things about this one. But the book was spoiled for me. So I have no interest in reading it. And I also just don't like her writing. So we're gonna unhaul this one. Next, I have How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwong. And this book, honestly, okay, this one was like a 50-50 for me because it still does sound very interesting to me. I think the reason I'm unhauling it is because truthfully, I'm never going to sit down and read the physical copy of this book. I feel like I am more of a paperback person, and certain books I'm like, okay, I'll read it on hardcover, but this one I was like, if I'm ever gonna read it, it's gonna be on the Kindle. The next book we are going to be unhauling is The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave, and this book specifically, I don't have anything against it at all. It's not that I don't have interest in reading it, I just don't feel like I need to keep it on my TBR. Like, I already have so many physical books that I have yet to read. This is also a book I think I would prefer in a paperback, so if I do decide eventually that I want to read this one, I'll either read it on my Kindle or on the paperback. Then we have Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I loved Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, but I read one of her other books earlier this year and it just wasn't as captivating. I didn't love it as much, so this is one that I know I'm not going to read anytime soon, and I feel like somebody else will enjoy it more. And then I'm also going to get rid of Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. Nothing against these authors, by the way, but this book has the pregnancy trope in it, and I don't like the pregnancy trope. And then I am unhauling Christina Lauren, The Paradise Problem. Now, the reason I'm getting rid of this one is because I don't see myself necessarily reading it anytime soon. Like I said, I'm a paperback girly, so I would rather this book in paperback or on my Kindle, honestly, because I feel like a lot of Christina Lauren's books I don't really need a physical copy of in my collection. I feel like I could just read them on the Kindle and be fine. Now, my last things I need to do for this video, I need to go through my bookshelf and stamp all of the books that I'm keeping in my collection. And then I need to show you guys my bookshelves and what they look like. Okay, so before I start stamping my books, I wanted to explain to you guys my rules for stamping and how I do it. So this is my stamp. I just have this little, okay, can you focus? It is from the library of and my name. This is from Etsy. I got this for Christmas last year. My rules for books that I stamp. They have to be books that I've already read, and they have to be books that I loved. So basically, it's going to be any book that I feel is going to be a permanent part of my collection, because if I do think that one day there is a possibility that I will get rid of the book, I don't want to stamp it and have my name in it, because then somebody else is gonna have that and it's like kind of weird to me. I don't know. I am very picky with the books that I stamp, but we're gonna stamp some today and make some a permanent part of my collection. I also forgot to mention, if the book is signed, I also don't stamp it, just because even though I know I'm gonna keep it in my collection and it might be one of my favorite books, I just don't like to stamp signed books. I feel like it ruins the value of them a little bit, so I won't stamp those either. But some of my favorite books are signed, so I am keeping them. They're just not gonna be stamped. Alright guys, so now it is time to tour my brand new bookshelf as well as my old one. I want to show you guys what I ended up doing for organizational purposes, how I ended up displaying everything, and all the little knickknacks and decorations that I put on the shelves. So here it is, big overview. Hopefully you guys can see everything okay. I'm trying to use the natural light, but this room does not get good natural light at all. So this is an overview of my personal bookshelf. These are all of my books. None of them are Logan's. So I'm gonna go to this one second, but I wanna start over here with the black one. So this is the bookshelf that we have had since we moved here. So at the top, I just have a couple of stuffies, and then my signed Olivia Rodrigo right there. I had this was really cluttered before, and so I was trying to minimize the amount of stuff up there. Then we go down, we have two shelves with Logan's books on them. I'm not gonna go into these because mostly he reads fantasy, so as you guys can see, this is his collection. The only two books that are on these shelves that are mine are Riley Sager's The House Across the Lake and The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and then the rest of them are mine because clearly I read a lot more than he does, so I have a lot more books. So this shelf right here, I have my Harry Potter collection. Though this is a fantasy series, obviously everyone knows who Harry Potter is. I just put them over here because I felt like they looked better over here. And then I have a couple of little Harry Potter knickknacks that I've obtained. I also dusted this and it's still dusty, so I don't know. Then over here I have all of my thrillers, and I would like to put like a little knickknack or something here. I just don't really have anything that kind of like suits the area. So this is the shelf so far, but I have all of my Holly Jackson books right here and then my other thrillers right there. Then going down another shelf, this one is just general fiction. So I have the fine print series here, what is this called? The Dreamland Billionaire series. I have those here. Don't pay attention to the fact that they're different styles. And then I have another book here that's just kind of random, but I have all of these fiction right here, and I know that the Dreamland Billionaire series is technically romance, but I just put it there. I put this little Lego ukulele that I have, and then my Taylor Swift The Eras Tour book is behind it just because I really wanted to display it somewhere and I didn't really have anywhere else to put it. And down here I have, honestly, I don't even know what this is. I think I just have like mostly like memoirs or books written by like celebrities right here. I have a couple magazines too. And then I have my Kristen Hanna. And then these are like some poetry books right here, and then to just some general fiction. These are kind of the books that I didn't really have anywhere else to put them. So this is the bookshelf over here. The desk is a mess, but over here is where we have the personal bookshelf for myself. Logan also has his own manga bookshelf over here, but that's not my business, so we're not gonna get into it. So first of all, the difference between these two bookshelves is uncanny. This one is so bright and colorful, but also this bookshelf is literally only fantasy and romance. So up at the top, I have my Sabrina Carpenter signed emails I can't send, and then I have my The Tortured Poets Department Taylor signed. They're kind of behind there, just because I didn't really have anywhere else to put them, and I didn't really want to put them on the wall because we all saw what happened last time. We have this little thing my sister got me, and then this little book lovers like sign from IKEA. I have these little plants scattered throughout the shelves. These are from Costco. So the top shelf is almost all of my Sarah J Maas. I wanted to put everything all in one shelf, but obviously they didn't all fit. So I have my Throne of Glass series here, and then my Crescent City. I have this little snow globe I got from Cozumel, Mexico. This is literally probably one of my favorite snow globes in my collection. If you don't know, I collect snow globes. We have this little guy, and then right below it I have my so I kind of wanted to keep all of the Sarah J Maas in the same general area. I love ACOTAR so much. When I'm not using the camera that I'm using right now, it sits right here. But this is the ACOTAR series, and then to the left I have some of my other favorite fantasy series. So I have Fourth Wing, the special edition of Fourth Wing, and Iron Flame. I have not got to Iron Flame yet. And then I have the Powerless series, which is like one of my favorite series. This and ACOTAR battle it out for the top place. And then we have Light Lark and Nightbane, which I don't have Sky Shade yet. Then I have two more little snow globes that I got from our cruise this year from Puerto Vallarta and Los Cabos. Then we go down another shelf and we have some more fantasy. So I have two series here, and then these aren't series or they're just not completed. So I have these books right here, and then I have my little Disney World snow globe I got for the 50th anniversary, and then I have the Caravel series and the Divine Rivals, and then on top of that I put my childhood dog's paw print because I love her and I adore her, and I just don't have like a little stand for it. I took the stand from that and used it to display that, so I need to get another one, but I just wanted to display it somewhere. I have another one of these little flower gals, and then we go down another shelf, and this is where we get to my romance. So clearly I have a lot of romance. So to start, I can't believe I didn't turn this on, I forgot, but this is a little book nook. This shelf is my cowboy romances, and then it goes into Christina Lauren and then Abby Jimenez. So this one's pretty organized, but I have my Lila Sage and my Elsie Silver that I own so far here, and this little candle from Target. This is my book nook. I got this for Christmas last year. I'm pretty sure you can get this on Amazon, but this is what it looks like inside. Super cute. Really good bookish gift idea if you have a bookish person in your life. All my Christina Lauren and my Abby Jimenez. I don't know why I just said it like that. And then down here, so I have so many romance books, either miscellaneous or I have multiple from the same author. So over here are going to be like my ones where I have multiple from the same author. So I have my Emily Henry, I have my Allie Hazelwood, Ashley Poston, and then, hold on. Then we have Jessa Hastings and Annabelle Monaghan. But these are all the books here. And then I have my Lynn Painters down here. And then it just goes into like my miscellaneous artists, or authors. And then I have this book right here, which is more of like a mystery book, but I stuck it here because I really want to read this one like as my next read, so I just put it here so that I would remember to pull it off the shelf. These are not organized any certain way with any knickknacks, just because there's so many and I needed a place to put them. Also, this shelf, if you can't tell, is like really big. Like, they're not all the same size, and I have them pushed back flat against the back of the bookshelf because my cat is notorious for like coming and like knocking the books, so I wanted them flat against the back so that they would at least stay relatively in the nice stack that they're in. And then for my TBR cart, I don't have a plan for this yet. I have so far used it for like videos, so I would pull the books off and put them in here so that I can have them for filming purposes. But right now I just have my little reading journal and my stamp. But yeah, that is the finished bookshelf makeover. I am so excited to have this. This is just the $40 Target bookshelf. I would really like to have like the Billy bookshelves one day, but I digress. I still think it's really cute. And I was originally going to put bookshelves like on this wall, but I didn't really have enough books for that. So we have this bookshelf for now. Maybe it'll change in the next year, who knows, but I am on a big book buying ban, so I'm not really sure how many physical copies of books I'll be getting. Anyways, that is my new bookshelf. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe below, and follow me on all my socials. And I will see you guys tomorrow for a new Bookmas video. Bye!